All right, and joining me now is George Kirby, Community Engagement and Merchandise Coordinator for the Norfolk Tides, AAA affiliate to the Baltimore Orioles. George, first, thank you for taking the time to talk to me on One Done Radio.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Hey, excited just to go and be here, and thank you for having me.
I looked up your background. You have a good background to get to where you are today. So talk a little bit more about that.
So I'll be honest, kind of getting into like where I am today, it kind of started not really kind of like your average person. I didn't really go into college thinking, oh, sports is what I want to do. I grew up loving the environment. I was big into crocodile hunter and Jeff Corwin. I thought I was going to be a scientist all my life, working at zoo. I went to Slippery Rock. I took a college class, biology, and I realized no one should ever have to go through that pain and suffering. From there, I just kind of wanted, just kind of like a little summer gig, just my freshman year of college that allowed me to go and have a summer, but also allowed me to go and kind of make some extra money so that once I did go and hang out with some friends, I could go and spend some money. So I was just kind of scrolling through Facebook and my local minor league baseball team, Mahoney Valley Scrappers there. At the time, they were the single A short season affiliate of now the Cleveland Guardians. They were looking for a 50-50 ticket seller and a mascot. And I'm like, you know what? This is perfect. I know what days I could possibly be working when the team's on the road. I know I'm going to be off. I went in there. I kind of saw how the front office worked and everything, saw how the system is, just kind of saw how the environment is. That's not just kind of like a work environment. It's more like a family environment where your front office staff is closer, just kind of than your regular 9 to 5 job. Fell in love with it, and then from there, that branched into me going and declaring public relations at Slippery Rock because I was exploratory, just kind of getting your basic classes just kind of knocked off and everything.
Yeah.
And then from there, I just kind of just honestly worked my butt off, show them that I am there to go and work and to get experience. That led into a few different internships with the Mahoney Valley Scrappers and everything. Then that led into me actually taking over the box office. So I was the box office manager for it would be 2 years, but that little thing called COVID happened that kind of put a damper on everyone's year. Um, from there, my girlfriend actually moved down here about I want to say 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So after kind of finished up my time with the Scrappers, I chased her down here. And turns out my general manager here, Joe Gregory, actually used to go and work in the Mahoney Valley Scrappers and is originally from that area. So kind of went ahead, just reached out to him, say, hey, I know you guys are finishing up your season. I kind of have some background in baseball. Would love to go and help you guys out. And that's kind of how I am here today. Just kind of fell into the role, and I love it.
That's
It's been awesome since I moved down here.
it is pretty cool to have those connections, though. Like you said, just hey, I'm here now. You got an
It's all
opportunity
about
available?
connections.
Yeah.
It's all about connections. It really doesn't matter what kind of industry you're in. It really is all about just kind of knowing, getting to know people, showing them that you are there to work and that you have a good work ethic. And I mean, the possibilities are endless from there.
What happened to your thumb?
So I was going and I was making the casserole and I was using the mandolin and I didn't think I needed the guard. I thought it was manly enough and I really needed the guard for sure. There's no doubt about it. It looked like a
That's
murder scene.
That's a manly story. I actually, when I was in high school, I was cutting off I was cutting up apples, and I was cutting off the
Okay,
top
okay.
of the apple, and
Yeah.
I go and too far, got my
Uh-uh.
finger, and the
Nope.
same thing though. I went like this with my finger, and it's like a murder scene, like you
Yeah,
said.
you're just like a squirt gun and you're just splattering
Yeah,
everywhere. It's just
so
nasty. And
I can't remember.
I was the second mandolin that day too. They're like, these things need ban. I'm like, yeah, but how else am I gonna cook? Like, I need it. But no, it's perfect. But I mean, it's all about healing now. So
There you go.
we're just in the healing phase.
Road to recovery. I like it.
Exactly,
Um,
exactly.
Now you guys were super nice enough to send me this very nice looking hat. And looking on your guys' websites, first off, thank you guys for sending this over.
Oh, of course, of
Um,
course.
Looking at your guys' websites, you guys have a lot of like variety of hats. Like there's a iced coffee hat and a hot coffee hat. I don't even drink coffee, but I would wear those
Yeah.
hats because they look so great. And that's one thing I love about minor league baseball is a variety of like designs and hats that it's come up with compared to the majors.
Exactly.
So what goes into that?
I mean, so first off, I just want to say, like, everyone always says, "Are you gonna go? Do you want to go to the major leagues? Do you want to take that next step?" Never, because you can be weird at the minor league levels. You can have all these different team names that you could go and play for as a game. Like you just said, we have the coffee. But it really is crazy just how much time and effort and planning goes into all of these different teams and promotional nights that we have here at the ballpark. I mean, it really can come down to almost, I want to say, honestly, a minimum of 2 years comes into a planning of some
Wow.
of these different promotional nights, such as the Norfolk Squeezers or the Norfolk Coffees. I know that we just released one not too long ago. It was our Negro League team, the Norfolk Red Stockings.
Yep.
They played here from the 1870s to the early 1900s. So going and we just really want to go ahead, and when we go and we do these things that can really go and make an impact on it, we want to make sure that we do it right. So instead of going and just unveiling it that year, we really like to go in, taking the time, making the effort, making sure that we're talking to the right people, the right groups, to making sure that once we go in and unveil this, that, like I
Mhm.
said, we're doing it right, and we're just making sure that we're taking each step to make sure that once it is unveiled, that everything's going to be perfect.
A fan experience, so you guys play at
Yeah.
Harbor Park, which is on the Elizabeth River. Obviously, I've never been, but I saw photos, and I think that's such a great looks like a great environment to be a part of. What's it like for fans that go to a game there?
I mean, first off, you got, like you said, you're just right on the river. We're right by downtown Norfolk. So you can come here to the stadium, and you're not just going to be coming to the stadium and you're going to be going home. I know even when my parents come down here from Northeast Ohio, they make an entire day of coming down to downtown Norfolk. I'm probably maybe just a 5-10 minute walk right from downtown. You have so many good bites to eat, so many different things to go and explore. You don't even have to go and spend a penny just to go and walk around and just see all the great views that you have here in downtown Norfolk too. You can go explore the USS Wisconsin with the battleship and everything. You can go walk right by the river. That we have a lot of great nature trails and everything that you can go and explore the city and everything. There's
Mhm.
also a lot of different cool tourist attractions around here. Like I said, we do have a lot of good college campuses around here too, so that goes and brings in a lot of different things that for college students, people kind of around my age too. But then I know we do have right by the stadium, we have the Water District. So that's going to have like things like Blue Moon that has PBR, the Fudgery. I know I'm a big fan of it. I'm a fudgeaholic myself. And then, I mean, there's a great just kind of little bites to eat to go and grab here at the stadium. So you don't have to just come to the park and leave. You can go
Yeah,
and make an entire day out of it and go down in downtown Norfolk and really explore the city.
when you get that blue moon, you gotta make sure the orange slice is there. You gotta
I
have the
mean,
orange slice.
if not, I'm sending it back.
That I mean, it makes no sense to drink it without it.
Exactly, exactly.
You guys obviously do promotions, like past promotions and promotionals, like for the future. Like, what's some stuff that you guys have done or and are going to do?
So we have unveiled everything that we are going to be doing this season as far as kind of like your cool fun team name changes that we're going to be doing this year. Kind of to go and touch on some of those is we do go and do our turn back the clock night. That is when we go and we wear our old Tidewater Tides jerseys whenever we used to be affiliated with the Mets. We always wear those for those 50-cent nights. So we do 50-cent hot dogs as well as 50-cent popcorn and 50-cent soft drinks and everything. I
Mhm.
did go and touch on the Norfolk Red Stockings too. Like I said, that was a Negro League team that played here from the early 1870s to the early 1900s. I actually got to go over to the Slover Library and go and dig through some of these old newspapers and everything and kind of do some research on it. I got to go and nerd out. That is totally up my alley and everything. I got to go and read up on a pitcher. His name was Dan McLennan. He was homegrown talent here. He lived on Birch Street here in downtown Norfolk. That's now Granby Street, one of the most popular streets here. In one game, it was a thunderstorm rain out game. They only got to go and get 5 innings in, but he struck out 9 batters, and his cousin was the catcher. So I got to go and kind of go and look into some of these this stuff and kind of do the some of the research on the history and everything of that. We also are going to be, we did do it one time this year. We will be doing it again in September because we just had such a good turnout on it. And I'm not going to lie, Mother Nature was not our friend that night. It was a terrible night when it came to the rain. But we are going to be turning into the Norfolk Olympias again. Norfolk is actually has the second biggest contingency of Filipinos on the East Coast, so we wanted to go ahead and honor that by turning into the Norfolk Olympias. I'm not sure. I bet you could go and see that on the website there of those hats and those jerseys. It's a really cool one.
Yeah.
Features the Filipino flag on the hat. We got the lumpia there too, and we go and we bring in a bunch of different groups, restaurants, catering companies to go and kind of bring out either their lumpia, their chicken adobo, all that good stuff that I get fat and it's crazy. I'm basically crawling out of the ballpark that night because I've eaten so much. I know another one that we go and do is we turn into the Norfolk Squeezers for a game. So there is a drink around here that's called the Orange Crush. It is an awesome drink. It's been around here. I'm not sure if you know the little Chick-fil-A ice, the little pebble ice that
Yeah.
makes that makes the Orange Crush. So
Mhm.
we can't use the word crush because Pepsi owns that word, but we still wanted to go and pay homage to the drink because it is still such a big part of Hampton Roads and everything. So we turned
Yeah.
into the Orange Squeezers for a game, and we do have three different logos for it. It's awesome. The one kind of looks like just a little drink, nothing too special there. And then the other one is an orange that's getting squeezed in a squeezer. And then the last one is one of my favorites. It's on the hat. It's the orange that's actually smashing a block of ice. I believe that is going to be all the ones we do. Also, go and turn into the Pajaritos de Norfolk. That's our Copa League team to go in honor Spanish heritage and everything. We turn into those three times a year. We actually wear the Pajaritos on Sunday, this past Sunday. And then we do also have on Saturday, this past Saturday, we were just the Norfolk Tides, but we did go and pair with Marvel for the Defenders of the Diamond Series. And they took that seahorse logo that's on that hat and they made them kind of look a little bit tougher, gave them a six pack that I wish I had, gave them a nice little grin, and they gave them the cool little trident there and everything. So
Yeah.
they kind of make them look like a comic book character. I want to say that that is kind of all of our things that we got for this year for all the different promotionals when you're talking about kind of changing the team name.
I mean, and I love the Marvel stuff too. I'm a huge Marvel fan, so that stuff always catches my eye as well.
Oh,
Um,
as soon as I saw the hat, I'm like, I got it
yeah,
instantly, instantly.
it's really cool how they do that. Now, you guys again, AAA affiliates to the Baltimore Orioles. What's it like working with them?
So it is really weird to go and be at such a high level of baseball coming from where I am. Like I was at single A short season, so you're at very low tier baseball, and then kind of making the jump to AAA. It's crazy. You're getting with guys that are right on the fence of breaking into the major leagues, which is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, personally, we don't really do interact a lot with the team.
Mhm.
They are there to play baseball. And that is their job, just like it's my job to go and be the community engagement merchandise. Their job is to play baseball and go out there and make sure that they get that W and go out there and perform to the best of their abilities. So we let them kind of do their job. They let us kind of do our job and everything. But it is still crazy just to kind of see that different atmosphere of going from that lower tier baseball to the triple A. I mean, just the stadium, the amount of people that we get, the talent of baseball that we see here. I mean, even just the things that are at the ballpark when it comes to just the jumbotron, to the food that we have here. I mean, everything and everything is different and next level when it comes to being at a triple A.
Now, the community is a big thing. I know it's a big thing for you too. What's it like giving back? Like, what do you guys do to give back to the community?
There's a lot of different things that we actually do to go and give back to the community. So, I mean, actually, right now, one of the things that we're going to be doing this week is we're going to be going to a local school here in Norfolk, and it's our MLB Play Ball initiative. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going and teaching the kids there just kind of the game of baseball. I know that the kind of different schools, different people always come from different backgrounds. I know me. We my school didn't even have a football team, so each school is different when it comes to a sport, and you got to teach the kids the ins and outs of that sport. And thankfully, we have the ability to go out there and teach these kids the game of baseball. So what we go and do is we kind of bring out 3 to 4 different sets of baseball bases, and we kind of split the kids up into different groups with our front office and some of the actual Norfolk Tide staff, like the baseball team staff, and we go out there and we teach the kids the game of baseball and go and play a few games with them and everything. We bring the mascots out there, hook them up with some ice cream and everything, and then each one of those kids gets to go home with their own wiffle ball and bat set. So that's always cool to go and see them come back in here and say, "Oh, you were on my team. Like you showed me how to go and hit, like going how to hit, just play baseball and everything." I know one of the cool things that is always cool is I actually have a little girl. Her name is losing my head right now. It's floating somewhere. But I actually go and speak to a group of little kids at this place called iFly. It's like one of those places that you go and you hop in the suit and you go in those little air tunnels and you can fly. Well,
That's pretty cool.
I go speak to a group of kids there, and comes up to me every single time and says, "Hello, Mr. George. I'm that girl from the iFly class." It's those little things like that that
Yeah.
someone remembers you and comes and says hi. I know that we also do the Norfolk Tides reading program too, which is really cool here. Um, that's another way that we like to go ahead and give back to the community. We let the kids go and try and read different books, and based on the level of where they are, like grade level, we kind of increase the requirements and everything. But once they go and they read the certain amount of books and everything that we require them to do, we actually go and hook them up with a little bookmark that has different ticket vouchers on it that allows them to come with their friends and family to a baseball game and everything. And I know that we had, I want to say over 10,000, 15,000 kids participate this year that
Wow.
completed the program, not just participated, that completed the program. So
That's really
it is
good.
crazy with that. I know that we're also in the junior tides and senior tides program too. That's a big one. We also do a field renovation as well too, which is really cool and fun. We get to go and do everything, like literally take a baseball field and make it basically brand spanking new, from everything from redoing the benches to redoing the grass, redoing the infield, literally anything and everything you could think of. Redoing that baseball field, we'll go out there and do. I know one of the things too that's really rewarding for me personally is that I also get to go and dress up as the mascot sometimes and go out into the community and kind of do these different appearances as the mascot. And it's really fun to go and kind of get that kid that might be on the verge of, I'm not sure about this big blue guy named Riptide, and then warming up to them getting warmed up to you, and then by the end they're not crying anymore, and they're crying because they're walking away from you and they're not with you anymore. So it's
Yeah.
really fun to kind of go and get that kid that's on the verge of, I'm not sure if I like you or not, and then kind of getting them to the heartfelt relationship.
How hot does it get in the mascot suit?
So I'm not gonna lie, you go into the suit knowing you're gonna be hot. It's just a
Right.
matter of how hot you're gonna get. Those
Okay.
90-degree days is that's hot. You're gonna need some breaks in there. But like a nice 65, partly cloudy, that's like pristine mascot weather.
Solid. It's good. I've never been a mascot, so I don't know, but I've always been curious
It's
about
fun.
how.
It's fun.
Yeah. Uh,
The weirdest thing and the thing that kind of makes you feel the stupidest whenever you first go in it is whenever for like someone asks for a picture and you're in the mascot suit smiling, you're like, oh, they can't even see my face.
like that's like when COVID was going on. You're taking pictures of mask on. You're like, I don't know why I'm smiling. You can't even see my
Literally,
face.
exactly. And then the mask
Now,
came off, and then I still made those faces, and I realized, oh, I don't have a mask on anymore.
I like asking this question a lot when it comes to minor league and major league. The major league level gets a lot of flash and glory, but I do think minor league baseball plays a big factor into the development, into obviously players making it to the major leagues, but it plays a big factor for the major leagues. What do you think sets apart minor league level, just for your opinion, compared to the major league
Yeah,
level?
I think it's just that you're not on that level yet, and you have to keep grinding to get there, and then you can go and get one-on-one training with your coaches. It's more of a grind than it is of a job when it comes to there. So it's really nice to kind of go and see
Yeah,
that development from a minor league standpoint and everything, because you see the time, the effort, and all the work that these guys put in to get to that level, from starting off at that rookie league and just grinding their way through all these tiers. And then it's amazing to go on. I mean, you see it all the time on Instagram whenever these players get the call up, and just how emotional they are because they know that all the time, the effort that they put in, that their family put in to get them to that point, and that's a very life changing experience. So it's really crazy just to kind of see just how much these players really work and strive to go and get to that point of going and walking onto a major league field is just it's insane, honestly, to see.
Let's have some fun. I like having some fun questions. And another question that I like
Awesome.
asking, yeah, another question I like asking the minor league teams is that out of all the minor league teams that's out there, besides your own, what's your favorite logo for that from the other minor league
Ooh.
teams?
Um, Something that I really like is probably the Macon Bacons.
Yeah.
They go and deliver their season tickets in, like not like your fresh bacon, but the ones that kind of you buy next to the hot dogs and everything that are the prepackaged bacon.
Yeah.
That's how they deliver their season tickets to their season ticket holders. And on the
Oh,
back of it, it has all the nutrition facts are actually fun facts about it. 100% fun, 100% baseball, 100% family friendly. I love like kind of the marketing that they use with that and everything. Another one that I personally liked was the Area 51s out in Las Vegas. I
yeah.
like the little alien logo. Um, that one's always fun too. I mean, I'm just trying to think of, all of the different logos out there, especially just your kind of alternate logos. I mean, I saw that there was one that just, I think they were the flights and it was a flight of beer or something like that. There was someone that just did um
Okay.
something to do with craft beer, and I for sure have to go and get a hat of that
Yeah.
one.
I'm trying to think of it. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up too.
What about
Um,
yours? What's your favorite if you had to go?
oh, man, I no one's ever asked me this one back. I'm gonna try to stay away from my favorite teams.
Okay, okay.
I personally like Rocket City Trash Pans is always it's like a go-to
That's a
answer I've
go-to. That's
heard.
a staple. That's a
That's like
staple.
a
Yeah.
staple. If I'm gonna go out of the realm, I like Asheville Tourist. I
Okay. Okay.
I like what they got, their logos and what they do. I do think it's pretty creative. Also, actually, I'll do one more really quick. The Augusta Green Jackets. I think what they
Love
do
them.
with
Hmm.
their stuff, I think is really great.
Fort Wayne Tin Caps too.
Yeah.
Love their stuff. I got one of their hats. I love the little simple Johnny Appleseed, just apple on there. I think it's clean. I think it's hilarious. I think it's stupid in the best way possible. And I just love everything. That's the best thing about minor league baseball is you can be that weird, stupid, weird, wonky thing. And that's what I am. And that's why I'll never take that next step. I'm always going to be in minor league baseball. I mean, I love it.
Gatorade or Powerade?
Gatorade
Gatorade.
all
Yeah, it's
day.
a quick answer.
Gatorade all day.
I don't think I'll ever hear a Powerade answer. What's your favorite flavor
No.
or color?
Cool blue.
Cool blue.
Cool blue.
I
Easy.
I was like coming up with these questions, and I just drank some Gatorade probably like over an hour ago. I was like, huh, I'm gonna
Right
ask him
there.
that question too. Yeah, there you go,
Easy.
right there.
Easy.
My mine's yellow. That's my just go to.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but I don't think with Gatorade,
But
I don't
that's a
think there's
safe
ever
one. That's a good one.
yeah. But there's like a flavor you can never go wrong with Gatorade.
That
You know?
cucumber one. That cucumber one's
Oh,
weird.
I haven't tried it.
And I'm not a fan of the white raspberry one either. Not a fan of the white raspberry.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that. Um, last question. So I saw also it looks like are a Netflix fan, or you've been
I
watching
am.
Netflix
I
shows.
am.
What's some of your favorite shows? I know there's a lot, so you don't have to name them all, but what's some of them?
Ooh, some of my favorite ones. Ooh, this is gonna be a hard one. I mean, ones that like I'm kind of like waiting for right now.
Sure.
The Bear. I forget if that one is Netflix or not. The one about the chef. It's with the guy that's from what is it? Shameless. It's with the guy that's from Shameless. That one's a really
Okay.
good show. Um, oh, you're putting me on the spot now, man. You're digging into the bio too. Netflix. I mean, I do love Stranger Things. That's always a good show to go and watch. Right now too, I really like a comedy called Abbott Elementary. That's on Hulu, I believe.
Okay.
That's a really funny one. I come from like a teacher background. My mom's a teacher, my dad's a teacher, my roommate's a teacher, and my girlfriend is a teacher. So I'm the oddball out for sure. Really like Abbott
Oh,
Elementary. And then another one on Hulu. I know you said Netflix, but Hulu,
sure.
What We Do in the Shadows. I love a good comedy.
Oh, that's a
Love a good
comedy?
comedy. Oh, What We Do in the Shadows is for sure a comedy. If you
Oh,
like The Office and Parks and Rec, like that kind of comedy and film, gotta watch What We Do in the Shadows.
What we do in the shadows, I will put that on my list because I do like those shows like The Office
No, if
and
you
Parks
watch
and
it,
Rec.
you gotta let me know because it's so funny.
You got it. Now, George, for those that don't know where to find you guys on social media, online, where can everyone find you guys?
I mean, we got everything and anything. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We got TikTok too. I go and dip my hands into that part of making the TikTok videos and everything. So check out one today. We're hopefully going to be posting one today. All of our handles are all across the platform. It's just going to be Norfolk Tides. You can also go ahead and just check us out on our website too if you're looking for promotional schedules, updates. Just want to kind of go ahead and check us out. Just go ahead up on our website, norfolktides.com. That's where you could go ahead and check us out and look for any updates or any team changes and anything up there.
He is again George Kirby, Community Engagement and Merchandise Coordinator of the Norfolk Tides, a AAA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles. George, thank you again for taking the time to join me. I truly appreciate it.
Appreciate it. No problem, Ryan. Thank you for having me.